We are on the train from Chan to Shanghai, 13 hours. How is it so far?
It's quite warm, but the train's good. The train's clean.
Yeah.
The train's clean. Yeah, all right. The train station was
Dirty.
Busy, disorganised.
And what are we doing now?
We're hiding in the dining carriage where they serve coffee and cold beer.
And hiding from the people that we're sharing our carriage with, because I think they hate us.
You sat on my bed. You chose the wrong bed to sit on.
Short shrift. Yeah, we think tonight's going to be a bit louder than the last night because we are literally in the middle of a Mexican tour group, 32 of them.
Apparently they like China.
They're already having a lot of party and there's a lot of beers that I've seen. Uh-oh. Shh, quiet time. It just dawned on me that the Mexicans might have food, like proper, decent food, like burritos.
We've got food.
Yeah, but it's shit.
It's not shit, it's good food.
Like burritos, like refried beans, like guacamole. What else do they have? Pintagallo. I think Mexicans also have hummus. Avocados. Operation Befriend the Mexicans. What is it? Ole? Arriba, arriba. Looks like they even have prologists out in Shanghai. We have nearly made it. It is about 6:45 in the morning. We've had kind of a pretty rubbish train journey, to be honest, really noisy. The guy that we were sharing with snored and snored and snored and snored and snored some more. So we are absolutely knackered. I am that great, like kind of snuffed up, but that's okay. But now the issue is Bear feels sick, and when Bear feels sick, hashtag Glasgow. Arrived in Shanghai, and after our 13-hour train journey, which was a bit miserable, managed to get a cab. We kind of managed to find the hostel eventually, and it's really, really nice, so much better than the one in Shan. We're staying at the Rock and Wood Youth Hostel. Got our own little private bathroom, room's nice and spacious, and it's a really, really cool place. So it's our first night in Shanghai, and this is the local neighbourhood where we're staying. It's quite residential. It's about 10-minute walk to the metro, which is then 15 minutes journey into the kind of main Shanghai. We've just had dinner at kind of a locally restaurant, had some plain rice, stir-fried vegetables. They made it all vegan for us, so that's really good. We're actually not finding it too bad eating here. You just have to be really specific about what you want. We are on our way to People's Square, and we're taking the subway. We're taking line 2. It was a lot easier than Beijing. The machine accepted kind of any note you had, and there were instructions in English. From People's Square, we pick up the tourist city bus. We got our tickets for 91 with a discount from the hostel, so that's kind of £8 each, and we're going to go and explore Shanghai. So Shanghai is like kind of Tokyo and the Korean subway stations. When you get to the subway station, there is like a massive shopping complex within it, which makes it quite hard to find your way around. You can buy pretty much anything you want here, like snacks, and there's always beauty things and clothes, but finding the exit is always a bit of a challenge, so leave loads of time if you need to travel anyway by subway or train. It's about 10 a.m. and as we only have one day in Shanghai, we've decided to book us onto the bus tour B tourist bus route. And again, it was super cheap. Our hostel gave us 10% discount, and there's 3 routes you can take: the green route, the red route and the blue route. We're going to focus, I think, on the red and the green today. The green does the temples, the red does kind of the city, and the blue does the financial centre. So it seems pretty straightforward. The buses seem to be every 20 minutes. So we will keep you updated throughout the day. We've got our coffee and we're off to go. Hey, Beth. Bus update. Currently not moving, but we're the only people on the bus, and we have snack pack, mango and pomelo, and you've got something gross, the most disgusting bread ever known. Oh, that is disgusting, Chris.
I'm the one eating it.
Although it's okay to talk with your mouth full here.
Or if you want to, you can pick your nose, play with it on the train. Or you can sneeze in your hand on the train. Or just spit.
And do what? Honestly, I cannot get used to that noise. It is just right everywhere you go. And you can burp.
Do it how you like.
Do it how you like.
Dirty people.
So Gemma's insisted on going on the Shanghai 3D tunnel adventure. It's apparently 1 kilometre underneath the river. Gem thinks that we're going to be seeing some kind of aquatic paradise. I think it's going to be an absolute freak show. So let's find out. One of the things is the kindly reminders we're to discourage pornography, so we've got to be careful on this one. So that might literally be the worst tourist attraction I've ever been to. It was a 5-minute, very slow moving tube ride through some flashing LED lights, some incoherent talk, meteor shower, inside volcano. None of it made any sense, none of it's got anything to do with Shanghai. We've just spent £7 each on going underneath a river that we haven't seen.
It's a return.
Yeah, we have to go back now as well.
Can I still go and have my cocktail on the rooftop bar?
So Gem's lost her cocktail on the rooftop bar tonight, and she's also lost her dinner. But don't worry, because we're now in an arcade where we can spend some more money on shit we don't need.
Get out of the tunnel, and your view is this. That's pretty cool. I am still, I think, a merfolk cat in disgrace.
Yeah. So that is the Shanghai TV tower. It's an iconic view for Shanghai. Over on the right hand side we've got some of the large banks. One of the buildings over the bank is the HSBC, so the Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation. And then if you look back over the other side of the Hupong River, that is the other side of Shanghai. So the kind of big view is actually from the other side of the river, looking back from the Bund over onto this bit that we're going to come back and have a look at.
So we've paid £7 each to come over to the bad side of the river.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
On the other side of the Bund, it's a bit of a grey day, but you can see the Shanghai skyline, and there are quite a lot of skyscrapers. And if you look behind us, you've got the iconic TV tower and the HSBC building. So we're on the side where everyone gets the beautiful photographs.
On the side of the main river, we're completely surrounded by the financial district. We've got all the massive buildings all around here, and there is absolutely no one here whatsoever. So it's like Wednesday lunchtime, apart from one. It's just very, very strange because we're completely surrounded what you would think is kind of, if you were in London, this would be the embankment on the River Thames, and there would be tourists, there would be people coming out for their lunch, you know, working in the offices, all that kind of stuff going on, and it's just completely empty here. And one of the things we've noticed is that even though there's lots and lots of people, anyone obviously commuting to work, there doesn't seem to be anyone in the morning like all on the subway dressed as if they're going to the office. It's just people kind of going somewhere. The shops are absolutely huge, like vast designer department stores, but no one in them. And the coffee shops here, nothing going on, all really quiet. It's just a very where there's lots and lots of really impressive buildings, obviously loads of money around, but not really many people. It's a very strange kind of place.
Walking down the embankment on the opposite side of the Bund, you see this. So the tide is super high, but it's actually come right over the walkway, and that's probably, I don't know, a foot underwater, Chris?
Nearly.
It's pretty incredible. What's your theory?
So all these places will have been built maybe 10 or so years ago, and they would have been built on a calculation of what the maximum high tide could possibly be. So they'll look at historical numbers and then worked it out from there. But
You need to get your umbrella in.
The historic high tides are no longer accurate because, well, thermal expansion of water caused by global warming. So places which are vulnerable to flooding, even somewhere like Shanghai, which is a financial capital, well, it's all well and good having a really tall building, but if you're completely flooded out,
For example,
as is happening here, you've got a bit of a problem. That's true for all the coastal parts of the world where they've built massive areas.
hashtag recycle.
Hashtag recycle, hashtag...
So as we bought return tickets, we're back here again.
So this is what it suggests it's going to be?
This is what I genuinely thought it was going to be. Not obviously the mermaid on the rock, but I thought there was going to be fish, and it was a tunnel showing the river.
Oh.
It's really bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
But luckily my lunch was only 40p. So I think I still get to have drinks on a rooftop terrace.
And you've got more bloody fishes. No fish.
There's not even a single fish. Chris, second time round, any better?
The disappointment's less, because you knew it was crap before you got on. I don't understand.
See, more fish. This is what I thought it was.
It serves no purpose, it's just rubbish. All of it's rubbish. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't, there's no entertainment value. Even the entertainment value is just crap. It's like someone bought some fairy lights, put them on in a dark room, and then charge people £7 to walk through that room. It's absolute rubbish.
I thought it was better second time round. We're back on the bus and we're now doing the Blue Route, which is kind of around the financial district and the Bund. The tour bus is exceptionally good value, we think, compared to the sightseeing tunnel that Chris is still on about, I love an open top bus tour, but unfortunately the weather's a little bit rainy, so it's more closed top than open top. I'm talking too loud. Apparently it's quiet time, which means no more conversations.
So we're just enjoying some of the views from the bridge. Some of the magnificent skyline that Shanghai has to offer. The tall buildings, you can see them there in all their glory. Jem, how are you enjoying the view so far?
Can't see nothing.
Can't see nothing. So the bridge is apparently an architectural marvel because it's got a spinny bit on either end, which just makes you feel slightly sick when you're going up and down it. And this is what you get if you come to live in Shanghai. You can live in one of these beautiful buildings or drive one of these fabulous cars. Pretty exciting stuff. GoPro stop video.
Just caught him doing this. Instead of listening to his informative audio, he's listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. Unbelievable.